Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing this really pretty, sparkly and bright look. I told you guys I've been in the mood to do something pink and I couldn't let it go. So I decided today to play with a little bit of glitter, a little bit of color, and this is the look that came of that. So if you want to see how I got this look, then let's go. Alright guys, so I will tell you guys that I've already primed my eyes with Laying Low Paint Pot. I have on the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream as well as an Hourglass Primer to make my skin look luminous, and the MAC, the glowy foundation that they came out, the Hyper Glow or whatever it's called foundation, just because I really wanted my skin to look really glowy. So today we are going to be using the Viseart Grande Pro Volume 1. This is what it looks like. And I am stuck on this pink look. I don't know why, but I need to get it out of my system and I figured let's do it today. So I'm going to start off by taking this Smith Cosmetics 230 brush, and I'm going to take this color here and then also a little bit of this one to use as the base for my shadows. And I'm mixing the beige shade because I feel like that first shade is way too light for my complexion, so I want to make sure that it looks natural and not like super bright. I don't know why my lids are so dry, but they are definitely dry. I even purposely added eye cream to the lids because I was so dry. Okay, so the next color I'm going to take is, I'm going to start off with this shade and then move on to that shade. And I'm going to focus most of the color in the outside. I'm really excited about today's video because I'm super inspired, and I think this is going to be different than anything else I've done. So I'm just going to take whatever's left over on the brush and bring that to the inside of the eye. Now I'm going to go in with that darker pink, and I'm going to just again concentrate that on the outer corner and then bring it forward. These colors are very pastel-y. I am going to take that shade very lightly. I thought this palette would have everything that I need to get this, or maybe. And then I'm also going to start buffing that into the outer corner. These are that color is like unbelievably pigmented. I barely touched the pan and whoa. I'm going to start dragging that really bright pink color. So I'm just diffusing it by kind of pulling it back and then just blending it also forward. I'm now going to take this thinner brush, and this is a 221 by MAC. And I'm going to go in with the second lightest shade of pink that we had in this palette. And I'm just placing that in the center of the lid, and I just want to do that so that it just blends everything out. It just gives us a pretty gradient effect. And again, I'm going to go in with that really bright, vivid pink, and I'm going to push that into the outer corner so that we don't lose any of the vibrancy. You guys can do this until you get the intensity that you're comfortable with. I really want this pink to be really vivid. And again, I'm going to go in with that pink, the light pink, and just blend. All right, before we do anything else to the eyes, we're going to just go on and do our foundation. So for today, I am going to be using an oldie, and this is Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream Foundation, and I wear the shade Noisette. Let's see if this thing is pretty old. Today I'm going to be using this Sigma Kabuki 3D HD brush. It's one of these like interestingly shaped brushes. And I'm just going to blend this into the skin. Alright guys, so I have on my foundation and now we're going to go ahead and apply our concealer. Today I'm going to be using Cover FX G Medium 2. So I am, well, today I was organizing my vanity a little bit so that it made more sense. Like I'd have all my powders in one drawer, my foundations in another, and my concealers all in the same spot. You know, things just kind of shift as you're looking, you know, as you feel like you're doing your makeup and stuff. So I think in doing that today, it's pushing me to go back to some of the things that I have and again, really use my product. So that is what I'm doing. So I'm just going to buff this. And then last night I started to clean brushes. I have a bunch of brushes and sponges that are drying. My son took them all into our bathroom and dumped them in the tub. There was nothing in there. I mean, the tub was dry, but I'm like, really? Why? It was funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny. And then his Iron Man, yeah. My husband's cousin gave him this Iron Man for his birthday, and he's been taking that guy everywhere. And he's been like throwing him in the tub, so I found him like legs up in the air. It was pretty funny. And now for the star of the show. So today I'm going to be using Melrose Glitter by Lemonhead. And let me show you guys what this looks like. It is so pretty. You have a mix of gold and pink glitter, and the base I think is definitely more pink. So I'm going to take this. Yes. Woohoo! And I'm going to just apply it. Oh my God. She is pretty. Oh, and the brush I'm using is by Bodyography. This is a flat shader brush. Ooh. I don't want to, I just took whatever was on the cap, but now I'm going to actually dig into the actual product and just layer this. So I want more of the heavier pieces of glitter to be in the inner corner, and then for it to just kind of fade into the thinner ones with just like random little pieces. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the other eye. I'm just kind of dabbing whatever's left on the brush so that it fades into that pink, the dark pink. Holy smokes, this is so pretty. So let me show you guys just what it looks like. And then this glitter doesn't need a base because it's already like a gel formula. You don't need to apply anything on there. And as you guys see, I don't have any fallout. So I'm not gonna lie, I had to take a little break to put it up on Snapchat and Instagram. I'm not that great at keeping up with social media. I'm trying because I'm just going in with that hot pink color, guys, and I'm just intensifying the outer corner. I'm trying to be a little bit better, but you know, it's kind of hard. Like right now I'm only filming because my son finally went down for his nap. Ooh, guys, I'm in love. I am in love. I'm just gonna take that 221 by MAC and I'm going to buff these edges out. Okay, so now I've realized in editing I say so a lot. I'm just gonna take my brush and then clean up under my eyes a little bit. And the other thing I wanted to tell you guys is the Becca foundation used to be my jam. Like that was it. There was nothing better than it. And of course, you know, you put things away, you try new stuff, blah, blah, blah. And now I look at it and I'm like, it's heavy. It's pretty heavy. It looks pretty, but when you look at it up close, you can definitely see that it's a little bit of a thicker formulation. So if you don't mind that, it is a beautiful foundation, but I personally like coverage without it looking too heavy. Okay, so now I'm going to do a liner. I don't think I'm going to do a wing liner just because I really want to keep the glitter and the pink the main center of attention, but I am going to go in with a black liner. So I'm going to do that off camera, do some mascara, and then we'll come back to finish the base. All right, guys, so for my liner, I was going to use my Inglot 77 liner, but I'm actually going to use this Danessa Myricks Color Fix 24-hour matte color in black. So I'm going to use a MAC 210, and I'm going to try and do this on camera, but I really have to get close. And I'm scared that I'm gonna jack this up, although I do have my Marc Jacobs compact here, so I may use that. Let's see. It's really smooth and creamy and kind of runny, so I may have to do this off camera. All right, so I'm gonna do the other eye off camera because I don't want to blink and then get it on my lid or anything else. All right, guys, so I'm going to take this Marc Jacobs pencil, and this is in the shade Brownie. It's just a brown shade, and I'm going to apply this on my lower lash line. Now, just really quickly, the Danessa Myricks liner is pretty amazing. It's not a liner. You could use it actually all over your body. I chose to use it as a liner today, but it dried down matte. It is very liquidy, so if you don't have a steady hand, you have to be really careful. I use a MAC 210, which is my all-time favorite liner brush, because it is so fine and precise. But this stuff kind of reminds me of the Tarte eyeliner that's in the squeezy tube. So I have to say that I really enjoyed it. It was a little tricky to use. My hand is shaky, but I also had coffee. But I did enjoy it. My only concern is because of the packaging. I wonder if at some point it'll dry and it'll be difficult to pump out. So I'm only lining it halfway into my eye, and then I'm going to smudge it out using a brown and then going in with the pink. So I'm going to take this Zoeva, what is this, 230 pencil brush, and I'm actually going to take my Marc Jacobs bronzer and use that to just smudge. And then I don't like to line all the way in, but what I do like to do is when I'm smudging, I do like to take whatever's on the brush and then use that to smoke out the entire lash line. If you have smaller eyes, I would just recommend doing the outer corner. And I didn't set my makeup yet with a powder, so I'm seeing some creasing under my eye. I like the way this is looking. I'm kind of tempted to take some of the glitter on the lower lash line, but I don't know. I think it may be too much. We're gonna leave it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara, and I'm going to use that in my lower lash line. I love this mascara, and I actually use this on the top lashes, but I went over it with my Milk Kush mascara. And the reason is because I'm finding that the brush is so big on the Kush mascara that it doesn't get all the hairs, and so sometimes I'll have like these little tiny hairs that either have the lash primer that I use on it or that don't have anything on it. So I went in with this today because since I have glitter and more of an intense color on my lid, I wanted to make sure that we were all gravy, baby. So I'm going to take my bronzer and of course my Becca brush. Oh man, I got makeup on my shirt. Every time I wear this shirt though, I always end up getting my foundation on it and it drives me bonkers. I have to wash it every single time I use it. The other day I wore it to work and I was drinking coffee. I wonder if I can just get it with a wipe. But I was talking to, it was a parent conference. I was talking to the parents and the kid, and the kid just kept looking at me like if he could have jumped over the table and have gotten aggressive with me, I'm pretty sure that that's what he wanted to do. He was just like, he had had enough of me. So literally I looked at him and I thought, man, if looks could kill. And in that moment, my coffee spilled on me, literally all over. So I had to take it off. Luckily, I had a t-shirt at work, but I had to take it off and then wash it. Womp, womp, but it didn't stain. Okay, so for my blush, I'm gonna use this Natasha Denona Blush and Glow palette. This is one of her little mini ones. And I'm gonna use the blush. This is a Zoeva 127 brush. And because we're pink, we want to make sure that we're pink. My niece, her favorite color is pink, right? So she's like super obsessed with pink. And I'm like, oh, I would love to show her this because I know she'd be like, she would love it. She'd be like, Didi, you look so beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this NARS palette and I'm going to use, I really want to use, I think I'm going to go in with Fort de France, which is the middle shade. I love how this palette, I love their holiday palette or designs this year were literally my favorite. I think they did such a beautiful job with it. It's like edgy and chic and I just love it. I would like to think that this is me. Edgy and chic. Womp womp, joke's on me, right? Okay, I think I need to go in a little bit heavier with the blush. So I'm gonna, again, go into that same palette. I'm going to set my face using my Skindinavia, the makeup finishing spray. I'm literally out. Like I probably have one more use out of this and I'm done. I love that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna let this set and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do our lips. And I still don't know what we're gonna do yet, so change of plans. I'm gonna go back in with that Bodyography brush and I'm gonna wet this. I don't wanna use this spray. And I'm going to go in with my highlighter brush, my highlighter palette, which is the NARS one. And I'm going to take that same highlighter that I used on my cheeks and I'm going to place this in the inner corner. And I'm also going to place this on the highest point of my arch, which is there. Yeah. Now we're gonna let this set. All right, guys, so I'm also going to take this Makeup Forever powder. This is, what is this called? the Ultra HD powder, and it's in the banana color, the yellow. And I'm just going to dust this all over. And this is my Chikuhodo brush, the only Chikuhodo brush I own. Thank you, Jessica, my favorite. And again, one of my little crazy quirks is whenever I love something a lot, I try to like use it sparingly to make sure that it lasts as long as it can. So like I try not to wash this guy. Alright guys, so this is what we are working with. And as you guys can see, I did not put any powder over my cheeks because I want to keep that glow. But it's time to decide what we're going to do with our lips. And to be honest with you, I don't know. So to buy myself some time, I'm actually going to go and do my hair and then I'll be back. But I want to talk to you guys about this really quick. This is an Esam, I don't know what they're really called, but I'll tell you now. Esam Pro Detailing Buds. They come in this little packet. Best purchase ever. So they're super tiny, but whenever I tend to get liner always on my lower lash line on this inner corner, and it's so easy to just clean it off. Or like if I were to get mascara, boom, right under the lash. They're so tiny and they do a beautiful job at just kind of cleaning up any messes. So now with that being said, I'm gonna go do my hair. So before we move on to lips, I am going to do just some minor detail work. So this eye has more of the larger glitter particles in the inner corner than this other eye. So I'm just gonna go back into my glitter. And guys, look how jumbo these are. Like, this is going to last you forever. They're really amazing, actually. So I'm just picking up some extra glitter pieces and applying that. And then just little tiny ones and putting those, blending those into the bright pink. I really love the way this turned out. I'm so happy with it. After looking at it, I really want to keep things simple and I really want to keep the focal point on the eye. So I'm going to go in with this Juicy Shaker by Lancome, and this is in the shade 380. And I'm going to stain my lip with it. Then I'm going to top it with the Dior Glow in 001. Mine is out, so like I'm literally just scraping whatever's left on there. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Please be sure to like this video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.